I have an announcement. I've come up with my next grand adventure. In this video, I will tell you all about it and how you can help me get there and then get something back from me. If you've seen any of my field trip or adventure videos before, you know that I love exploring the great outdoors with my camera and then sharing my photography with you. But I recently did a trip that was different, bigger. I went to Yellowstone National Park and I immersed myself in its beauty for a week. Then I created a book, this book. I hoped to convey the experience of my trip, hit the high points, but also share my perspective and a lot of the little things. I have received feedback from you guys on my Yellowstone book that you are either planning a trip there now that you've seen the book, or you already have a trip planned and now you're going to make a book of your own, or that you just enjoyed seeing a place that you may or may never get to. And that kind of feedback, it makes me smile. And the fact that you all helped me get to Yellowstone in the first place is humbling. I cannot thank you enough. Anyway, enough serious talk. What am I waiting for? Onto this trip. This trip will be not one, but two incredible locations. Drum roll, please. Bryce Canyon and Zion National Parks. Yay! I've been to Bryce and Zion before, but it was my first time to either place, and I feel like I just barely scratched the surface at either place. These are some of my photos from that trip. This time, I want to do some planning and dive deeper, like I did at Yellowstone. I want to visit some iconic places in those parks, but also see what unique viewpoints I can discover and uncover off the beaten path. And then, I will make a book like this. Well, not exactly like this, because I always like to do something a little bit different for you guys, but it will be sort of like this. My highest level of patrons on Patreon will receive a hard copy book like this, and all patrons will receive an ebook. What will be the same is how I approach the trip. I'm asking you all for contributions now on Patreon. Then I'll be able to scale the trip the closer we get to fall. More contributions, more trip. Like Yellowstone, I will bring my best gear. This isn't the time for me to worry about weight or size. I mean, I work out, man, and I'm using these muscles to lug around some of the big glass and my best bodies on the treks. And then, a book, and a behind-the-scenes video of the trip and whatever else I can think of for my patrons. That's not all, though. In the meantime, you will see other exclusive content from me. I'm always up to something. Smaller field trips and adventures, photo shoots, gear reviews. At least once or twice a week, I try to post something exclusive for you guys. There are varying levels of contribution on Patreon with varying levels of content that you will see. But the one thing that everyone will see at the end of this, no matter the patron level, is the ebook and the behind-the-scenes video from the trip. Okay, serious talk for a minute. You're helping me to do what I love. I mean, I saw a bear at Yellowstone, you guys, like up close. It was truly life-changing for me. And if you contribute, I will do my very best to show my thanks with lots of great content on a regular basis, and then the big ebook and video at the end. So everyone, if you are at all interested in contributing, I've got a link up above and down below in the description to my Patreon page. Check it out. I am giddy at the prospect of heading out on another grand adventure. What mischief will I get myself into this time? Could I run into snow again? Maybe get my feet wet in a river? And here's the big question. Will I see a bear?